Stop dieting and do this instead. Welcome back to the Knockout Babe Society. If you are new here, my name is Jen and I am your weight loss bestie, where on this channel, we talk about everything when it comes to manifesting literally anything and everything about you, your physical appearance, and most importantly, your dream body, because that is what life is all about. So if that sounds good to you, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. We would love to have you here. So before we get started, I do want to remind you that I do have for a limited time my top 7 guided meditation bundle pack. The link is literally in the description below. It's only 20 bucks, and this is really going to rev up while you're in SATs your weight loss results. Okay? And if you want to guarantee that you reach your weight loss goal, then also click that link in the description and join the Knockout Babe Society, because I would love to support you and hold your hand through your entire weight loss journey, where I meet with you every single week, answer any questions that you have, and make sure that you reach your weight loss goal. And I guarantee your results. So click that link in that description and let's get rocking and rolling. All right, so why should you stop dieting? Well, because you have to understand the mind and body connection and the way that your body works. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, your mind instructs the body, right? So you have to go here first. Your mind is what's controlling your results, your body, anything and everything that you do, literally. Okay, so if you want to lose weight, you have to go here and you have to instruct the body, basically tell your body what you want it to do. What kind of results do you want? Who are you? So therefore, you have to change your inner world, your inner state, so that it reflects in the outside. Okay, there is no way around it. There's no way around it. This is spiritual law. This is universal law, that you must change on the inside so that it can show up on the outside. It's impossible to only change the outside. This is why when you, if you've tried dieting in the past and it hasn't worked, I can promise you it is because all you did was diet. While in the meantime, your thoughts were trash, right? You're bitching to your mom, you're bitching to your friends about how this isn't working. It's boring, I don't like it, I'm not losing weight fast enough, what am I doing wrong, right? All of this stuff is what you've got going on the inside, and the thoughts that you have on repeat. Therefore, your body cannot make the changes that you want. No matter how much you want it, if you cannot control the thoughts that you have about it, it's not gonna work. This is why it hasn't worked in the past. You know, when I was starting my weight loss journey for the 5,500th time, okay, I finally realized that as long as I was tearing myself apart and being so self-critical of everything when it came to my body and my appearance, that it didn't matter what I did. I could literally only eat a salad for the entire day and not lose any weight. And why? Because I would go around and I would bitch to everybody about how nothing works and how I'm not gonna eat like a rabbit my entire life, and I thought that if I called myself fat, right, if I would poke fun at myself, if you will, and just like address the elephant in the room, state the obvious, if you will, I thought that it wouldn't hurt my feelings if other people would make comments about my weight. And as much as I thought that was true, as long as I was calling myself fat, my outer world had to reflect that. So it didn't matter if I dieted, if I did any of that stuff, it didn't work. Because I was over here like, no, I'm fat. Well, your subconscious mind is, you know, Sammy says this best, is your subconscious mind is like a printer, right? So regardless, whatever you tell it, it's going to say, yes, you're right, right? So if I'm over here saying I'm fat, I'm big boned, right? Then your subconscious mind is saying, yes, print, you're correct. And your results reflect that. So if you've been dieting, if you've been working out, if you've been trying all these things and you're not getting those results that you want, or you're not losing weight consistently, you've got to start by changing your thoughts about it. Okay, if you want to diet for health reasons, I mean, I just feel like that's not a long-term plan, right? Like, what happens with, oh, okay, so like, let's take a step back. If you diet and you lose the weight, then what? Then what? You go right back to the stuff you were eating before, right back, because you haven't changed your thoughts. So you still have the same mentality, the same crappy thoughts running on autopilot. And this is why when people lose weight, they gain it right back. This is why when people get surgery, they gain it right back. Because they haven't changed their inner world, their thoughts about it. So if you want to get the results that you deserve and have the body that you deserve, then you have to change your thoughts about it. You have to start loving yourself. And when I say loving yourself, I don't mean where you walk around like, I love myself. No, I mean deep-rooted, actually love yourself vibe, okay? Where you believe you were the hot, regardless of what you see in the mirror. And if you have to, stop looking in the mirror, okay? If you can't control your thoughts when you see what you don't want to see, okay? But if you should be walking around every single day thinking you are the baddest bitch, like I have the perfect body, I look just like a supermodel, like I am hot, like everyone wants me. You have to have that mentality. You have to work on those thoughts. And repetition is what does it, right? It's the law of assumption, is whatever you assume to be true is true for you. Which is why two people will eat the exact same thing all day long. And one person gets a certain result and the other person gets a completely different result because it's all based on their assumption. I literally lose weight every time I eat tacos and pasta. Everyone knows this about me. Why? Because that is my assumption. I have created that belief within myself that, hey, you know what? I can eat whatever I want whenever I want it. And I won't gain any weight. I created that assumption. And I did that through repetition, through repeatedly telling myself that. And the coolest thing is you don't have to believe it, okay? You don't have to sit there and be like, okay, well, Jen, that's easy for you to say. But when you look in the mirror and you see the opposite, you don't have to believe it to be true, okay? You don't have to believe it to create the assumption. You just have to control your thoughts. And you have to just play that on repeat, play it on repeat over and over and over again throughout your day. Okay, if you insist on dieting, then you have to go into it with the mentality that this is going to work. This is going to work. I'm going to lose all the weight that I want, and I am doing everything right. I know exactly what I'm doing. You have to go into any weight loss journey with that mentality, that this is going to work. And right away, I know when people are like, well, I do that. No, you don't, because 2 seconds, like the very next sentence is, wish me luck, I hope this works. Saying I hope this works and wish me luck is not starting off on the right foot, okay? So we need to ditch that language right now and just really be like, oh, this is gonna work. I know exactly what I'm doing. Everything is perfect. I have my dream body, like, period. I'm the hottest woman in the world. You have to create that assumption. You have to start creating that assumption, and then because your subconscious mind knows what hottest woman in the world is to you. For everyone, it's different, right? Everyone's dream body is different. Your subconscious mind knows exactly what you're implying, okay? Because it knows you, right? Not anybody else. And it doesn't have eyes, okay? So if you're, like, let's say you weigh yourself, right? When you weigh yourself, understand the subconscious mind does not have eyes. So it can only go based off the thoughts that you're telling it, okay? So if you jump on the scale and you don't like that number, you're not feeding that to your subconscious mind, which is the printer, okay? Instead, you're reading the number you want to read, okay? So let's say you want to be like 130 pounds, you're smoking hot, you want to be 130 pounds, and again, everyone's ideal body weight is different. Forget what the doctors tell you your ideal body weight is. I think that's crap, to be quite honest, okay? It could be whatever you want it to be, you know? So instead of seeing that number on the scale, say it says 215 pounds, you want that bad boy to say 125. Well, you know what you say when you hop on that scale? You look down and you're like, dang, I reached my weight loss goal. I weigh 125 pounds. In your mind, okay? In your mind. Thoughts, right? They're in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. If you want to say it out loud, great, say it out loud. But that's it. You can't avoid the mirror, Because, you know, if you put makeup on, you can't avoid the mirror, right? So if you can't avoid the mirror, and you need to tell it what you see, what you want to see, not what you actually see. So instead, you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, I am so freaking hot. I have the perfect body. Like, I look just like a supermodel. I look just like Kim Kardashian, whoever the hell you want to look like. That's what you tell yourself when you look in the mirror. Instead, we're no longer telling the old story, okay? You're no longer going to sit there and tear yourself apart like, oh, I'm so fat, I'm so overweight, look at my stomach, look at my legs are so big. Like, we're not tearing ourselves apart anymore, okay? We're not doing it. And society has done such a disservice with all the social media thugs out there that are over here like, oh, let me tell you about your body. No, no more of that. No more of that. You're in control, okay? You're in control. This is your life. So who cares what other people say? Only thing that matters is what you say, and that's it, okay? So you really don't need to diet at all. I didn't. I refused. No diet, no exercise. That's my motto. I refused. I was like, I'm not dieting. It's not that difficult. I'm just going to change my thoughts about it. I'm going to change my thoughts about myself. I'm going to start truly loving myself from the inside. I'm going to say nothing but nice things about myself. And guess what? The weight started coming off, baby. Started coming off, and I could eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, because that's my thing. Okay, I don't do well with restrictions. I don't do well with restrictions when they try to tell you can't eat something, and they're like, the doctor's like, you can never have that again. I'm like, what? Oh no. That never is like, it doesn't even compute in my mind. So I'm just like, oh no. I'm gonna eat whatever I want, because my body takes instruction from my mind, and that is it. There's no other way. You cannot stop it, okay? No matter how hard you try to force your results, you can't do that. You have to go here first. There's no other way around it. So remind yourself that every single freaking day, to toot your own horn, to sit there and stare at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am the baddest. Like, I look fantastic. I have my ideal body. Again, your subconscious mind knows what that is for you, okay? And really, really get that in there. Repeat it over and over to yourself. Go on a rampage about everything that makes you amazing. What is it about you that makes you absolutely fantastic if you were living in your dream body? What kind of thoughts would you have? You certainly wouldn't be having, insecure thoughts. Okay, so instead, we need to create that assurity, that certainty, okay? Changing our thoughts. You're literally one thought away from your dream body, okay? So let's get started, baby. Let's get started. Change those thoughts. Pick like 2 to 3, go on a rampage about everything that you love about yourself. Remember to look at yourself in that mirror and say what you want to see. Number on the scale, doesn't matter. You tell your mind what you want it to be. That's it. That's all I want you to do, okay? Over and over and over again is live in your own delusional world in your perfect body. What kind of thoughts would you have? Those are your new thoughts. Over and over and over again. Play them on a loop over and over and over again. Those need to be your most dominant thoughts, because over a short amount of time, it will replace your old assumptions, your old beliefs. Okay, and again, you don't have to believe it to be true. Get that, understand that your body only takes instruction from your mind. So you need to tell it what you want it to do. That's it, you're in control. Your body doesn't control you, your mind doesn't control you, you're in control. So control it. Control your results. You're the boss. What you say goes, okay? All right. If you liked this video, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Again, if you want to guarantee that you reach your weight loss goal with me in your corner the whole time, click the link in the description, because I would love to welcome you to the family, and let's get it started, because you are in control. See you on the next video.